Hello everybody and welcome back to the FC25 Career Mode Dream Team. We have built a hybrid squad from the 3 saves we did on the channel this year with Celtic, Manchester United and Club de Foot Montreal. We've put them into our FC24 team's squad with Oxford United, and we are looking to win a quadruple within 3 seasons. Here we are in Season 1, 9 games into the Premier League, 7 wins, 2 defeats, 24 goals scored and 14 conceded. So as always on this channel, never a dull moment. But as you can see there, it's a very, very close title race at the moment. 3 teams tied on 21 points. A couple of teams below us as well on 20 points. So only a 1-point gap between 1st and 5th. It is very, very close here at the top of the table. And we do have some big games today. As you can see there, Liverpool, who are only 1 point behind us in 4th, they will be one of our opponents today, as will 7th place Chelsea. But before we get into those games, we do have a few highlights to get through, as well as this League Cup game against West Ham. Listen, if we get to the latter stages of the League Cup, I definitely will play the semi-finals and the final, but I think this is the 4th round of the League Cup. Listen, Oxford, of course, synonymous with the League Cup. We actually won the League Cup in our Oxford career mode on what would have been the 40th anniversary of when they did it in real life. But in this career mode, I'm mainly focused, or in this season I should say, I'm mainly focused about qualifying for the Champions League. So I will give this one a quick sim. We have rotated quite a bit here, but also some familiar faces in the squad as well. Let's see how things go here at the London Stadium. We do end up going through a 1-1 draw, and we win 4-3 on penalties. Adamida getting a late equaliser there to cancel out Carlos Soler's opener, but we do advance on through to the next round of the League Cup. The first highlights of the episode though today is a Premier League game here against the Toffees in Everton, and we did take the lead fairly early on. Dazen Maeda, one of my favourite players I've used this year. Honestly, I can't recommend him enough if you haven't used him. I'm aware that the majority of my subscribers came from the Celtic career mode, so I'm sure most of you are familiar with him, but what a player he has been for me this year. David Moyes not looking too happy there, but we were very happy with that finish from the Japanese winger, so we got off to quite a good start. Unfortunately though, right before half-time, bit of a frustrating goal to concede here. Slight mix-up there at the back, and Beto took full advantage of it and got Everton back on level terms. Good finish, but a goal that we probably should have avoided conceding. We need to shore up defensively a hell of a lot more than we currently are. But thankfully, we still did take the lead going into the second half. Esteban Lepal here, after a great run yet again by Dazen Maeda. Lovely finish past Jordan Pickford there, and we were 2-1 up going into the half-time break. Not the most eventful of second halves here, but then with 7 minutes to go, NDI did score a penalty, and I thought surely from here we were going to split the points. We dropped 2 points, really was the way I was looking at it, because Cole Palmer did actually miss a couple of chances in this second half. But thankfully, he didn't miss this one here in the last minute. A cold finish from our highest rated player in the team on his so-called weaker side, and that gave us 3 points here against the Toffees, who are having a bit of a mixed season at the moment. Now, if only there was a manager out there who could help them get back on track. A trip to Wolverhampton was up next for us here, and Cole Palmer keeping up his great form for the last game. He got the last minute winner in that game, and he got the opening goal of this one with a beautiful left-footed finish. We had missed a couple of chances up to this point, so the goal was coming, and Palmer was the one to get it. His 10th Premier League goal in his 11th appearance, some going from our right winger. GSP then, feels like a minute since he's got in on the act of goal scoring, but he got a very decent finish here, rifled that one right into the top corner to double our advantage and to fully seal the 3 points here in the Midlands. But now it's time for the first full game of the episode, Oxford United up against Liverpool, and there is something I just want to quickly address here before we get into this game. I started this save, lads, just before Diogo Jota and his brother Andre Silva passed away, so the likelihood is Jota will be playing against us here. There's nothing I can do about it. I know he has been removed from FC25 since his untimely passing, as you can see him making his way onto the pitch there, but that doesn't affect saves that were made before his passing, him and his brother's untimely passing, so there's nothing I can do about it. You know, I know there's been some controversy with YouTubers making videos that include Diogo Jota in them, I can't do anything about this, and I also don't make any money off YouTube, so I'm not profiting off anybody's passing or anything like that. So I just wanted to clarify that before we get into this game. Yeah, there's no kind of natural segue out of it, but that was worth addressing. But this is quite a big game. We are in second place, Liverpool are in sixth, but a win here will put us back on top of the table. We haven't made many changes to the team. The only change actually is that Esteban Laporte does start over Adamida. Laporte just feels like the more clinical striker at the moment. I feel like what I'm going to have to do in the summer is bring in either Rasmus Højlund or Victor Gyökeres, two of the main strikers that we used in a few of our series this year. Gyökeres, of course, in the Celtic series, and Højlund in the United series. And of course we did use Jonathan David as well at Montreal, but I will have to bring in a more clinical striker and loan out either Laporte or Adamida. I think we'll loan out the player who doesn't score as many goals. As Johnston makes a decent run there. Couldn't find a yellow shirt though. Here's Szoboszlai. On the run here. Doesn't look to make the pass yet. But now he does to Mo Salah, who is onside. Oh, and Salah bloody scores. Oh, and 10 minutes in, the Scousers have the lead. 1-0 here at the JJ Arena. Szoboszlai held on to it for what felt like forever. And Salah, like he so often does, puts the ball in the back of the net. I thought he was going to be offside for a second. The defensive line there was far too high. It really was. But it's a good finish. Nothing the keeper could do about it. Oh, and we go 1-0 down. Look at Salah taunting the fans. Bloody hell. Get over yourself, lad. You wouldn't make it out of Oxford alive if you did that in real life, pal. Here's Cole Palmer. Can we get a quick response? Here's GSP. Oh, looking for Palmer again. Oh, he's done well to evade the tackle there. Although he might have won a foul from it. Oh, but we have a strike there with Kokchu. And Alisson makes the save. It's end-to-end stuff here at the moment, but Liverpool are the team that have the lead. Salah now into Jota. Szoboszlai back into Jota. That's a really good ball. Oh my god, that was nearly a disastrous own goal. I was not expecting Gakpo to cut that back there. Thankfully, Sami Zayn was alert to it. And it's still only the one goal that we trail by. Here's Cole Palmer now. Johnston making the run. Good ball. Here comes the Canadian right back. Cole Palmer. Oh no, it's Esteban Laporte. Palmer, why did he leave it? Ah. Oh, and it's a decent strike by Kokchu. But unfortunately, goes over the bar. You're probably going to hear some noise here as well in the background, lads. Just give me a second. I've got the tumble dryer is in the same room as me. I don't exactly live in a mansion. Let me just say that. And yeah, it badly needs to be put on. I was going to try and delay it till after this game, but sorry if you can hear some background noise there. Hopefully it'll drown out after a while. But Liverpool, I tell you what, they're drowning us out of this game at the moment. That's a great ball. It's Gakpo and it's bloody 2-0. Oh, really poor defending and marking there. 26 minutes in. And we are 2-0 down here to Liverpool. Two very, very poor goals to concede. They're both good finishes, don't get me wrong. Ah, they were so easily avoidable if we were just a bit more switched on defensively. But not even half an hour played here, and we are a couple of goals behind, and that's a terrible ball. Oh my god, we are absolutely shitting the bed here at the moment. Gakpo in again here. Brooks does well to intercept. We really need to pull one back before the half-time break if we are going to have any chance really of getting a win here. But it's another poor ball by Cole Palmer. Bloody hell, what's going on with the passing here? Couldn't pass a bloody parcel at the moment. Salah has a strike, but thankfully it goes over the bar. He thought he was playing Gaelic football there for a second. Right, we need to get a move on here. Here's Dejan Maeda. Over to Esteban Laporte. Go on, whip that ball in. Oh, Palmer. Looking for the header, but couldn't get there. Heading has been improved ever so slightly in recent times in FC 25. It was basically impossible to score a header for 90% of this game's lifespan. Is Robertson going to be onside there? No, he's not. They are tearing us apart at the moment, though, Liverpool. They really are. Oh, great ball, though, to Palmer. Can he pull one back here? Yes, he can. Cole Palmer makes it 2-1 here. Just 4 minutes before half-time. We badly needed to pull one back here in the first half, and we have done. We definitely have been second best in this game so far. But we've been handed a lifeline. Great finish there from the man who is the Premier League top scorer. And he's given us a bit of a lifeline here in this crucial game. As I said, lads, top 4 is the main goal, but if we could win the league here in Season 1, that would be magnificent. That's a great interception there by Johnston. Okay, for once the passing's a bit slick here in this game. Oh, it's brilliant. It's Dazen Maeda. Maeda has the shot. It's a good save by Alisson. He still has it. Esteban Laporte. Oh, it's another great save by the Brazilian. Van Dijk takes it away from him. Oh, and we very nearly grab an equaliser here right at the end of the half. But Alisson makes some brilliant saves. And we are 2-1 down going into the second 45. We definitely were second best in that first half overall, but towards the end we did start to come into the game a bit more. Very unlucky not to get that equaliser. Let's see if we can carry that momentum here into the early stages of this second half. Szoboszlai now. Oh my god, I cannot switch player. Gakpo is offside, thankfully. Bloody hell, we get away with one there. I was just going to say he restores Liverpool's 2-goal advantage, but thankfully the flag did go up. They're about to make a change here, Liverpool. Gakpo comes off for Diaz. Oh, we didn't make any changes as well at half-time. I forgot to say that. Didn't really feel like there was anybody that I felt like would make a major impact off the bench. Not yet, anyways. Oh, here's Hernandez. Is Laporte onside? He is! And... oh, no, he wasn't. He wasn't. Never mind. The flag did go up. I was going to say somehow he hasn't finished it. But it wouldn't have mattered anyway. We've only lost one game all season. That was to Manchester United, who aren't having a great season. Or at least they weren't when we last checked. And now we're losing to their biggest rivals in Liverpool. And that game was at home as well. Here's Esteban Laporte. Oh, good turn. Doesn't really have anybody up in support though. Has to go back to GSP. Hulman now. Palmer. Laporte over the top. Great pass, but he couldn't take it down. It was good defending, to be fair. And then they just win back possession so bloody easily. Honestly. Salah now again. Hernandez out of position, but he's tracking back. What a ball that was. But thankfully Phil Brooks is there to intercept it. Here's GSP going on a surging run here, looking to play in Laporte. That was bad decision making on my part. 25 minutes to go here now though. Salah, who's looked very dangerous every time he's been on the ball in this game. Great tackle there by Hernandez. And we look to go on the break once again. GSP. Esteban Laporte. Into GSP again. Oh, go on, George. Magnifico! It's a great save. Oh my god, I thought that was going to go in. Alisson yet again makes the save. Oh, what a chance that was to get back on level terms. I think I'm going to make some changes. I'm going to try something a bit different here. I'm going to drop GSP back into the midfield. Laporte is going to play as a cam, which is his secondary position. Ida can come on for Kukçu. He hasn't really done much today. I think, yeah, that's the only change I'll make. Actually, no, do you know what? I'm going to bring on Mazraoui. Let's get some fresh legs there down that right-hand side. Johnston is a little bit tired. And Mazraoui was asking to play more, so we'll bring him on here for the final 20 minutes or so. I might take this corner short. Palmer asking for somebody to come over. It's GSP, who very nearly got the equaliser. Whips in the ball, but it's dealt with quite well there by the defence. And Salah is on it yet again. Oh, there's a big gap there through the middle. Where the hell is Hernandez? completely out of position. Not GSP, Lisandro Martinez with a great tackle there. And Hernandez does have it now. Looking for Adamida. Does get there in the end. Lepal. Oh my god, we just can't bloody get it. They just seem to intercept it at the crucial moment every single time. Mo Salah now again. Diaz. Oh, he's done Brooks there. It's Robertson. And it's a great tackle again, though, by Lisandro Martinez, I think it was. Right, come on. We're running out of time here. Less than 10 minutes to go. Here's Ida, who already has scored an important late goal in this series once already. That was against Manchester City. Oh my bloody god. I'm sure Adam Ida has an imposter in this bloody game, because his finishing has been god-awful at times. Like, what the hell is that? He's not even missed it by a small bit. He's missed that by a bloody country mile. I'm going to take off Hewelman for Kone. And you know what? Christensen's going to come on for Hernandez. Just feel like we need something a little bit different again. 6 minutes to go. It's not looking good. It really isn't. And this, of course, would mean that we would lose top spot. A draw wouldn't be enough to get top spot back either, though. But it would be better than a loss. And another news, water is wet. But anyways, 3 minutes to go. Here's Mazraoui. Adamida. Over to Mazraoui again. Palmer. Ida can't get there. Oh my god. They've been switched on defensively, Liverpool. You really have to give them credit for how well they've played at the back. Oh, and they could make it 3-1 here. They won't, but it looks like that will be that. No, they're going to get a bloody corner. What's the point in even giving them this corner? They've already won the bloody game. Just put us out of our misery. Christensen gets rid of it. And unfortunately, we do take our second L of this series. The first one was to United. Now it's to Liverpool. That's really, really disappointing. That's massively disappointing, to be honest. But look, it is what it is. We're still in a good position. Let's hope we can bounce back straight away in the next few games. Unfortunately, we don't bounce back straight away. It was an away trip to Brighton here, which got off to a decent start with Days and Maeda putting us 1-0 up there with a beautiful finish. I did play the highlights of this game as well, so I'm recording this very close to the time it's being uploaded. So yeah, that's why I wanted to make sure that we got to the next game as quickly as possible, which is against Chelsea in another top of the table clash, or at least a clash between teams near the top of the table. But Maeda got the goal there. But then the next highlight was a penalty from João Pedro. Honest to God, I really hope they fix this in FC 26. I guessed the right way there with Sami Zayn. The delay in him diving for that penalty. It's so bloody frustrating. I flicked to that side before João Pedro even struck the ball. But look at how long it takes Sami Zayn here. This is probably not the best angle. Let's watch it one more time. Look at how long it takes him to dive for this. It's so bloody irritating. Esteban Lepal then had a chance right towards the end. I mean, I was criticising Adam Ida's finishing. I mean, look at this from Lepal. It's just, I get that they're not at the ratings they were in the latter stages of each career mode that we used them in, but still, I was hoping that they'd be a little bit better than what they currently are. But we share the points here against Brighton at the Amex, and now we must move on to another big game up against Chelsea. You know what? For this Chelsea game, I'm going to try something a little bit different. So Christensen is going to come in at left back. He's a little bit tired because he did just play a few days ago against Brighton. Hernandez is going to play on the left-hand side. Ida and Lepal, honestly, both of them have been a bit subpar, shall we say, in recent games. And we do know Days and Maeda can play up front. We did it plenty of times in the Celtic series. Even did it in the Manchester United career mode as well, once or twice. So let's give it a go here. Up against Chelsea, who are actually in 8th place, but points-wise aren't too far behind us. Let's see if this makes a positive difference. And it is Maeda who gets things going here after a couple of difficult results. Our second loss of the season, which we faced against Liverpool, and then our first draw of the season in the league up against Brighton. Can we get back to winning ways here? We are currently I think I might have said we were second in that last recording. I meant to say we're in third place if I did. I'll tell you what, this is a lesson to myself. I am never ever leaving the recording this late. Just had a couple of things come up, but I said we'd have an episode out Monday, Wednesday and Friday this week, and I wanted to stick to that. So here we are. But just keep in mind when you're watching this, oh, it was very close to when it was actually recorded. GSP, bloody hell, how the hell has that not gone in? Robert Sanchez with the save. Cole Palmer now up against his old team. He's going to whip this ball in. Brooks is behind it. Wins the header, but unfortunately puts it... Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say puts it about as far wide as he could have, but it was actually a deflection. We get another corner here. Oh, I thought that was going to go in for a second. Hernandez won it, but Sanchez was able to catch it. Unlucky. Oh, here comes Nick Jackson. Oh, God, it's Nick Jackson up against Phil Brooks. Brawl out is back. If you know, you know. Here's Jadon Sancho. Oh, it's Nkunku. Oh, and I tell you what, it probably should be 1-0 to Chelsea. How the hell did he put that wide? We won't complain though, but we do get away with one there. Christensen now over to Hernandez. GSP into Palmer. Looking for the ball over the top, and he gets it. Maeda puts it back for Cole Palmer, who scores against his old club. Oh, and you bet he's going to celebrate. A cold finish yet again. And we do take the lead here against the Rent boys. It's been a little bit back and forth so far, but I would say that we probably slightly edged the performance so far, and we do deserve our lead. Great ball initially over the top for Maeda, who's unselfishly played it back to Palmer. Basically had an empty net to aim at, and we take the lead here up against Chelsea. That's more like it. That's what we've been waiting for in this episode, and we've gotten it here now, 17 minutes in, and it's 1-0 to the Career Mode Dream Team, brought to you by Oxford United. Maybe that's the way I need to start saying it. But let's try and not concede here straight away. Oh, great tackle there by Lisandro Martinez. Sami Zayn will clear that away. Will Hernandez be switched on enough to get that ball? No, he won't. Bloody hell. He was chatting to somebody in the crowd there for a second. Forgot he was playing a bloody Premier League match. Oh, and Nkunku, he nearly did really well there. Brooks has done well to hold him off, though. GSP over to Hulman. Great run there. Oh, from the midfielder, but not a great pass. Thankfully, we pick it back up, though, with Maeda. Johnston, have a go, lad. Yeah, probably shouldn't have done that. But anyways, whatever. It was a good move. But that's probably the type of finish you'd expect from a right back. Although he does have a decent finish on him from time to time, Alistair Johnston. Did score in the last episode against Leeds, I think it was. But he was unable to finish there. God, this game feels like it's gone kind of slow, though, in comparison to the Liverpool game. That flew by. Here's Nkunku. Good interception. Christensen now, who I don't know if he's going to be able to last the full game, but we'll try and keep him on as long as we can. GSP. Dazen Maeda. Looking to play back in GSP. Has he done it? Oh, I nearly did. Players just don't want to make the runs for whatever reason. Alvaro now over to Gusto, and now Caicedo. If the background noise is annoying you lads, don't worry, the tumble dryer is not going to be in this room forever. Bloody hell. Nicholas Jackson very nearly getting the equaliser. I'm not sure how much it's picking up on the mic. It's very distracting for me at the moment, but this is only a temporary thing. There's just a couple of things being moved around in the house at the moment, so I do apologise. But it shouldn't be a problem in the next episode. So I do apologise, but I tell you what, I won't apologise for this finish from Dazen Maeda. A goal and an assist. He scratched Palmer's back. Palmer now scratches his. And we are 2-0 up here against Chelsea. Where was this against Liverpool? Listen, of course, we were up against a tougher team in that game. But the performance has been so much better in this game. Beautiful finish from the Japanese winger, who's now applying his trade up front. And 5 minutes before half time, he doubles our advantage here. You'll love to see it. 5th goal of the season. And he's just such a great option to have, Maeda. He can play anywhere in the attack. And then we go and bloody concede straight away. I can't even be bothered getting angry. I really can't. I just don't have the energy for it anymore. That's super frustrating though. Such brilliant attacking play. And then we let in a stupid goal like that. Oh, that is not what we were hoping for here. But anyways. Still have the lead. Can we get one more attack here before halftime and regain our 2-goal advantage? Here's Maeda. He's been involved in all the goals so far. Has he won a penalty? Yes, he has! Well, he could be involved in yet another one here. He was completely taken out. And the last play here of the first half is going to be a penalty kick here. Maeda won it. I don't know if he's going to take it. Chalobah, I don't know what he was playing at there. But Cole Palmer is the man stepping up to take it. I would imagine he's the best penalty taker in the team. Oh, yes, he is. He's already gotten 1 goal and 1 assist here against his former team. Can he make it 2 goals and an assist? Yes, he can. 3-1 right at the end of the half. We regain our 2-goal advantage, which I was so bloody annoyed to lose. It was such a bad goal to concede. But thankfully, Cole Palmer from the penalty spot, as clinical as ever. Ice in those veins. And it's going to be 3-1 here to the Dream Team going into the second half. I am going to make one change here at half-time. Christensen is just running out of energy very, very quick. So I'm going to put Lisandro Martinez at left-back. I know it says he gets a -3, but I've played him there plenty of times and he's always done a good job for us. Lenny Yoro comes in to partner up with Phil Brooks. But other than that, it's as you were, as we lead by 3-1 here as Chelsea kick off this second half. Very happy with this performance though, and it's nice to experiment with something different here in the team. I think we needed to. Oh god, we've been done there though. Good block by Brooks. Alvaro now up against Martinez. See what I mean? He can play at left back, no problem at all. It's not an issue for him. Here's Hernandez, who's not done a bad job here down the left hand side. Didn't see a lot of the ball in that first half, so hopefully he can get a bit more involved here, and he's done really well there. GSP just loses it before making what would have been a crucial pass. But here come Chelsea now again. Jackson with a decent ball over to Alvaro. Brooks looking to go sliding in, probably didn't time it as well as he could have, and does well to get that away from Jackson, but it will be a corner to Chelsea. Enzo Fernandez is going to takes it short, whips it in, cleared away. Sancho dealt with really well there by the defence. Right, here's Hulman over to Cole Palmer. Maeda, I can see him making that run. That is absolutely fantastic. Dazen Maeda involved in every goal so far, gets the shot off, but Sanchez makes the save. But that was beautiful football there. Palmer did really well to see him. Maeda was like an engine there running through the defence. I couldn't think of a more clever analogy. He had a great engine to run through the defence is what I should say. I might change the corner taker here. Feel like we'll need a bit of an in-swinger. So let's give it to Kokchu. Brooks can't get there. Hernandez gets the shot off, but it's nowhere near the target. But I've been very, very happy with what I've seen today. I'm not going to say these changes are permanent, but I might try and play Maeda up front as much as I can for the next few games. I definitely do think it'll be worth loaning out either Lepal or Ida in the summer, as Chelsea very nearly pull one back there. I need to tweak the tactics for the defence. We're playing far too much of a high line at the moment. Let's just try and hold on to it for now. Lenny Yoro now over to Brooks. Now Hulman. GSP. Back to Palmer. Here's Maeda. Oh, lovely. From Dazen Maeda. Oh, he just puts it wide. Oh, he'll be disappointed in himself there that he hasn't finished that. So unlucky on his so-called weaker side. Oh, you know what? Let's make a change here. I'm tempted actually to bring on Ida or Paul and see how they do off the bench. And what I might do is I'm going to drop my Ida back into the number 10 position. GSP can go in the midfield. Yeah, we'll bring on Esteban Paul. Let's see how that works out. Second change of the game. Maeda's done really well up front. And I know you might be wondering, why am I adjusting? Actually, no. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play Paul as the number 10. I'm going to keep Maeda up front. Yeah, it would be stupid actually not to keep Maeda up front. But I do want to bring on Paul. Let's see how he does here as the number 10. He did do well in that position at times in the Montreal career mode, especially in the last season. So let's see how he does it here. Maeda, Cole Palmer on a hat-trick now. Good block by the defender. Neto now. Chelsea looking to pull one back here to make things a bit tense here for the final 15 minutes or so. Jackson. Yoro looking to get stuck in there, and he has done really well. No, he hasn't. He's given a bloody free kick away. What a delayed reaction, though, that was by the ref. Right, Yoro's going to go on the line. And Kunku. Oh, it's hit the post! And Sami Zayn does well to deal with that. Bloody hell. They'll be kicking themselves, Chelsea, wondering how they haven't pulled one back there. Maeda gets taken out. Jackson, blocked by Yoro. And it ends up at the feet of Alistair Johnston. And we can deal with it now a bit more calmly. Feel like we need a fourth goal just to calm the nerves a small bit. But as the clock ticks down, it's looking less and less likely that Chelsea will get something from this game. Palmer over to Johnston now. Esteban Paul, have a go from distance, lad. Why not? Well, maybe that's why. Doesn't really have that in his locker. He's definitely more of a fox in the box. Alright, we'll make a couple of more changes. Johnston's a bit knackered. We'll bring on Mazraoui. I'll give Palmer a rest because he's a little bit tired. I'll put Maeda out on the right. Bring on Adamida. And I think I will leave the rest of the changes, or the last change I should say, for the dying seconds if we need to just kill a bit more time. But there'll be no hat-trick for Cole Palmer today, but he did have an absolutely fantastic performance. But I do think it's time to get some fresh legs on. I'm okay with Maeda moving out to the right-hand side for the final few minutes, as we look to see out this result. Oh, Martinez not able to keep up with Neto there. Is Jackson, who's been lively in this game to say the least. I tell you what, I thought that was going to sneak in there for a second. And Kunku comes off now for Reece James. Interesting change. But we're 4 minutes away from picking up a very good 3 points here. Back to winning ways. Can Ida get a chance here? He cuts it back from Maeda. The two real-life Celtic players. Paul outside the box. Good save by the keeper. 3 minutes of added time. It looks like the job has been done. I've been very happy with the performance. As I say, it's nice to experiment with players in a few different positions. And we did try out a couple of these things in the career modes that we initially used the players in. So I knew they were capable of switching it up a bit when called upon. God, Reece James is playing very attacking here. Not a great ball there, though. Get rid of that. Clear that away, Mazraoui. And that is that. A 3-1 win here. Cole Palmer and Dazen Maeda, clinical as ever in this game. Chelsea did pull one back, but thankfully it didn't mean anything in the end. And after a couple of dodgy results, we are back on the right track. And despite a couple of those dodgy results, we do actually stay on top of the table at the end of this episode. Still level on points with Arsenal. Aston Villa actually is our next game, and they are only 1 point behind us there, as you can see, after 14 games. So that game at Villa Park promises to be a big one. Let me scroll down the table here. Okay, thankfully Manchester United are out of the relegation zone. Bournemouth, Brentford and Sunderland battling it out there to get out of those relegation places, but thankfully that's not anything we have to worry about. We are top of the league. And hopefully we are there to stay, as I hiccup halfway through my sentence there. But anyways, lads, that will do it for this episode of the FC25 Dream Team Career Mode. The next episode will be coming up this Friday. If you did enjoy this episode, however, please do hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel as well. Thank you all so much for making me recently hit 600 subscribers. That really does mean a lot, and the road to 700 starts here. We will have some more FC26 news coming out as well over the next couple of weeks. I will be revealing my 3 career mode teams 2 weeks from Friday. I'm so excited for that, so please do consider hitting the subscribe button if you are looking forward to those as well. Have a good one, lads, and take care.